Good day to our leaders and my other colleagues in the TBC community. Hello to people of the world. My name is Arowolo YI from Nigeria. This is my number 5 TBC public live broadcast with the title Unadulterated Creative Thinking Part 1. As I've mentioned, I said this is my number 5 TBC public live broadcast titled Unadulterated Creative Thinking Part 1. This is Part 1 of my broadcast for today. By the good grace of God, in some few days to this time, Part 2 of it will come up when I will broadcast it to the entire community. To start with, let me cherish and appreciate those who permitted themselves to be used as tangible instruments in the hands of God to introduce the billion coins TBC into the world, especially at this crucial period in the history of humanity. I said I so much cherish and appreciate the activities of those who made themselves available to their creator to bring TBC, the billion coins, into the world. Because if they don't make themselves available, it is not possible they will be available to be used by their creator. You agree with me that it is only those who made themselves available that could be used not only by human beings but equally by God. That has been the reason why I said, with all that pleases God to bless me with, I so much cherish and appreciate the efforts of those who permitted themselves to be used as tangible instruments in the hands of God to introduce the billion coin TBC into the world. I said especially at this crucial period in the history of humanity. It is a fact that creativity is the currency of success in any kind of undertaking, and it cannot be denied that most creative people are the most progressive, the most creative people are the most prosperous, and the creative people are the most influential people in the world today. As a community, no matter the volume of your resources, the number of your population, and all others, you are bound to be controlled and dominated by the smaller community with creative members. There is no doubt about this, that as a community, no matter the volume of your resources, the number of your population, and all others, you are bound to be controlled and dominated by the smaller community with creative members. As an individual, no matter the kind of course you study, no matter your profession, no matter the kind of grade obtained at graduation, no matter how outstanding you were among your colleagues while studying, if in your practice of vocation you are not given to creativity, you will struggle very hard to make it and succeed. You will struggle very hard to make it and succeed in life if you are not given to creativity. When we consider the dynamic nature of the world, we see that the systems are changing. When we consider the dynamic nature of the world, we see that technology is changing. When we equally consider the dynamic nature of the world, we see that human preferences keep changing, and all these changes are taking place fastly. However, with all these new developments come new problems, new complexities, and new opportunities. The evolution of societal dynamism gives birth to a new and sometimes complex problems which are organic and inorganic in nature, affecting both people or things. As our lives keep changing, new problem arises, begging for quick and suitable solution. As human beings, that is the system of life we all operate within, and our ability to effectively surmount these problems and provide quick and sustainable solutions will depend very much on our creativity. It cannot be overemphasized that many of us do not even know what it means to be creative. Many more people do not know how to be creative, and there are several misconceptions about what creativity really is. Hence, the slow pace of our progress and development as an individual and as community. Creativity is not the ability to be different in the way you think. Creativity is not just being different. It is not coming up with a new idea. Creativity is not thinking outside the box. No, that is still being different from the familiar. It is not coming up with something unique or inventing something no one has ever come up with before. It is much more than that, my friends. When we talk of creativity, creativity is the ability to give birth to new and superior answers, new and superior solutions to personal and global problems and challenges. To be creative, your new thinking, your creativity must solve a problem or provide superior answers for it to be really called creativity. Any new thing you come up with and it is not needed is valueless. Anything that is valueless is useless. If it is useless, then it is not creativity, no matter how different or new it is from what the world is used to. Creativity is birthing new and superior answers and solutions to life's issues. Creativity actually has a process. It is not brainstorming or thinking wide and wide. There is a process, and this process is only known. The process is known to only those who cares to know. As I do not want to bore or bombard you with those processes now in this broadcast, I will only highlight or list the processes which shall be discussed in my next TBC Public Live broadcast number 6, that is the one that will follow this one. I will discuss my next TBC Public Live broadcast number 6 on the second part of this episode, which is titled Unadulterated Creative Thinking, Part 1. I said the second episode, Part 2 of this one, will come up in my next public broadcast. As I've mentioned, those processes involve 5 stages, which I will list as stage number 1. That's defining the problem. You have to define the problem. Under creativity, the first stage for you to handle is defining the problem. The second stage or the second step is immersion. Immersion is the second step in the process of creativity. While number 3 is incubation. Incubation is the third stage under creativity, or in creativity rather. Item number 4, that is step 4 or stage 4, is insight. Insight. Insight is number 4 in the process of creativity. And lastly, verification is number 5, that is the 5th stage in the process of creativity. Verification, I said, is the 5th stage or the 5th step in the process of creativity. Let me stop at this juncture. Thank you and bye till we meet again in my next broadcast, where the second part of this broadcast comes up. Then that aspect I will discuss entirely in its entirety what all these listed processes involved. Before then, or until then, let me say bye to you as I pray we meet again in peace and not in pieces in my subsequent broadcasts. Take care and God bless you all. Thank you.